Week 10. Going back-to-back games with the Saints, man. That's some fucked up scheduling right there. But the trade deadline came and went. The bye week came and went. We did not make any trades. We just don't want to do that shit, man. We need the players we have, even though they're on the trade block. You have Jalen Phillips, Haynes King, rookie right tackle. You know, we could easily cheese it up and trade Jalen Phillips for like a first round pick or first, second, third, who knows, man. But you know, we want to keep him through the Super Bowl. We'll let him hit free agency. I don't have control of this team, so who's to say that they're gonna win in the playoffs? You know, we need every best player we possibly can. So anyway, we ran through the Saints. You know, they have a new coach, blah blah blah. Former offensive coordinator for the Packers. We kicked their ass 44-5. They actually got a safety on us. Um, Jared Goff threw like 5 fucking interceptions or some weird fucking crazy shit like that. Let's see, what are our goals? So we're hoping for no turnovers. I actually did not have this activated the last game, and we did not turn the ball over. Now that I do have it activated, we're probably going to turn the ball over. We're hoping for 4 passing touchdowns, or at least one, so that doesn't keep screwing us. 450 total yards in the game, 2 times. I feel like we got that last game. I don't know why it didn't activate, or at least get 1 out of 2. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the goal. So let's just watch the game. Yeah, that's cool. I'm cool with that. I mean, nah. I've never done white pants, so let's do it.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Tar Heel State, where the legacy of the late, great Sam Mills lives on with each pound of the drum. And that means we are ready for football here at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Carolina Panthers. On the visitor's sideline, their head coach. His guys, they should come in rested and ready off that midseason bye. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys also coming off the bye, so both teams should be well rested and ready to go. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Ooh, the juke. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Brooks. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And what do you know? A turnover already, man.
Turns it into enemy territory.
Fucking
Down
ridiculous.
the 45-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So here are the Saints now with great starting field position. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
So no advantage in this game for either quarterback in terms of coming off that open week, huh?
Yeah, they both had byes.
Both had them, so you got to figure both of them went back, watched some extra tape, polished up their game, checked out their fundamentals, but they also both had an extra week to prepare for each other's defenses. This could be a whole lot of fun.
And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down.
Another Saints first down.
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Brings up second and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now it's JCM, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now Goff on third and goal. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Saints field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's been a real threat, not just with the arm, but with the wheels as well. NFL's leader amongst quarterbacks in terms of rushing touchdowns. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That is caught. McMillan with it. And he's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. From the 32-yard line now, here's second down at 7.
Brings up second and 7.
Operating from the gun, Sellers.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
From the gun on third down, Sellers. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
The Panthers at 7-1 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
12 yards to go.
They'll look to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So on fourth down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Makes it third and inches.
Now it's gone. He's got his target. That's complete.
That's good for the Saints. First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Etienne. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. You look at this Carolina defense. And they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
And that one too wide and incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. There's Goff. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Here's 2nd and 10.
Go get him.
Back to throw. Sellers. He'll step up and run. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, It'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
ETN up the middle. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
That's another Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Up the middle with Brooks here. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports.
A Monday warrior, mean, mean stride. Today's Tom Sawyer, mean, mean pride.
Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. Now 2nd and 3. As they've got it as we resume action. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Brooks. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Off the play fake. Sellers. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Goff. Drives it left side and finds Olave. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. Here's Bryce Behringer now.
Behringer in punt formation.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. The Panthers offense and running back Jonathan Brooks set to go once more. As we transition into the second half of the season, you can see he's the NFL's leader in rushing touchdowns. They go play action here on first down. To the right side, hauled in by McMillan. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 2nd and 7 from the 20.
Brings up 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Sellers. Look at this.
Oh, damn.
Breakaway.
I like it. I like it.
Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big script like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
The extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. How does the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here? And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
Now Goff. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Goff. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Damn it, man.
And I'm not sure if he got a
Jesus
little
fucking
sloppy with
Christ.
his mechanics or just put too much juice on the snap. But either way, this one ends up out of the punter's reach. And now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
On first down, it's Krosky-Merritt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
They'll run once more with JCM. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Carolina offense about ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways. Because
come on, dude. We got to come down with some of those.
For this drive,
Jeez.
and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be
Man,
incomplete.
that does not look like
That
a
could be the
franchise
stop this
quarterback
defense
right there.
needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I love the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The Saints on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43.
First down, New Orleans.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
A run inside, Krosky Merritt. And he gets it down to the 32. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Etienne. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Oh, that's a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
A nice little juke. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A handoff for Etienne. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2nd and 3 from the 9.
At the 9-yard line.
Out of the gun, they go with Krosky Merritt. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door.
That's good for the Saints. First down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was
he may
a
be out for a
receiver
while
in the
now.
area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
One more time, and he might be going to the locker room.
The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. Here's Goff. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. Goff now looking to throw. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Saints are an extra point away from drawing level.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina as we eke closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because
I'm going to make a quick change here. I'm being reminded that... Oh shit, he's a 90 overall now? I'm being reminded that, like, and I don't understand why. If we can keep it like that, just get... Brazil should get the ball more. We'll see if he gets more targets. Just because I think he might come down with more of those balls.
On the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
That's good for a Panthers.
Back to throw. Sellers. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. Now a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Sellers. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Oh,
And
come on,
a
man.
bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact. And it was the visiting Panthers who came away with the victory in that one. So now they look to take the season series here at home in Charlotte. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Still going to T-Mac, man.
Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. That is caught. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 19. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way.
How was that possible?
Attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
I swear to God, do not fucking throw a pick, please.
Back to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And he's got his man on the out route. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Back to throw. Sellers.
Thank you.
Touchdown. from 4 yards out. And the Panthers will take the lead here.
Thought he was going to pull an XL and walk out of bounds.
That's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Point after, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And the Saints going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground.
Oh my fucking Lord Jesus!
He's got some space now. Travis Etienne, touchdown, New Orleans. Travis Etienne, as the first half is winding down. And the Saints have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
The point after, good by Groupie. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
The fuck are you doing, Will Lee? Oh, fuck, dude. I'm fucking benching several people right here.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A final shot before break. Sellers, he's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we are deadlocked at the break here, and the EA Sports Halftime Report starts now. Here's Scott Hanson.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Scott Hanson back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the third quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
To throw is gone. Throwing middle, and it's complete. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now gone. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
How was that not a first down?
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
Please don't fucking hit our guys.
And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he continues to be a nuisance for opposing defenses that are tasked with trying to slow him down. He's currently second in the NFL in rushing. Throwing to start the drive. Sellers. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it's second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 20-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Sellers. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
Man, if you could juke
I know
or
sometimes
fucking
we can get fooled when we watch
break
him
that
make catches,
tackle,
as we just saw him do
God.
there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll stay on the ground with Brooks. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
Hold on, I want to see this.
So the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short.
Oh, he got fucked up. Brooks fucked him up.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3. On the handoff, this is Brooks. And he'll go down at the 28. 68 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
That's another Panthers first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On the ground, it's Brooks. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Sellers. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
For the field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And they have regained the lead. It's his third field goal now in the ball game, and they needed his leg. This last one gives them the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Draw play, ETN. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Just beating the play clock is gone. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Jalen Phillips racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Third and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That fifth defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll find McMillan here.
That's a flag, ref.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
18. That's good for a Panthers.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Panthers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
5-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Sellers. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
What the fuck is his problem?
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Of course.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing
Watch, he's
game.
not going to get it.
Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage.
The more and more that we broadcast games, the more I realize how much this game is about the eyes. And in this case, they got fooled because the defense was checking out the eyes of the back, thinking he was getting the ball. Should have been looking at the QB, shouldn't they?
A little bit of a surprise indeed, and he was able to get forward for that 1 yard. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Panthers, first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Looking to throw. Sellers. Now he's going to step up and run. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Etienne diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Saints offense and Travis Etienne set to take over once again. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
Up the middle, Krosky Merritt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
the ball carrier. Devin Boyd on the stop.
They'll try and run for it. Krosky Merritt. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Just as I thought it was going all right, I found out I'm wrong when I thought it was right. It's always the same, it's just a shame.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
2nd down and 8. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
At the 48-yard line.
They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Etienne up the middle. Oh, what a move. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. Sellers. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's good for a Panthers.
Up the middle with Brooks here. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Xavier Watts on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a handoff up the middle. Frazier. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Sellers. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Dude, threw it right at his fucking head.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Extra point safely through. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Here's Goff. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Goff. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. 3rd down and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Goff now to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He's going to give that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
24 yards. And the Saints, 1st down. 24-yard gain on the play.
From the 50, it's gone.
Saints.
Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 46-yard line. 4 yards on
From the gun, here's Goff. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
To the air again, Goff. And that is incomplete. Devin Lloyd was there to force the incompletion.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They'll start on the ground. ETN. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
So we have over 500 yards.
How difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion.
I better be seeing that 450-yard fucking goal completed, one of two.
It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Brings up third down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Frazier. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. There's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now it's gone. That is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And he comes back with one complete. And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10.
An 8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
17 yards. That's good for the Saints.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Goff. That's caught. Krosky Merritt with it. Now 2nd and 9.
Out of bounds at his own 49-yard line.
Again, Goff. He fights him off, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Goff now looks to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Oh.
But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Saints First and 10.
Here's Goff. That's caught. Andre Yoshivas. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
14 more yards. That's another Saints.
Throwing again is Goff. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
12 more yards.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
I need an interception.
First and goal at the 10-yard line.
Here's Goff. That's complete right around the 8. Here's second and goal operating from the 8-yard line.
Pick up with 2. Brings up second and goal.
Goff.
Panthers 8-yard line.
This is caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal.
87. A 6-yard gain. Brings up third and goal.
To throw is Goff. They shake some.
Oh, wow. They almost let him out.
Pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
It's 4th down and goal.
On 4th down, Goff.
Come on. Seriously? Oh, shit. Barely.
Turn it over. They
Man, those
had
fuckers
the
must have
play
been
call
tired.
on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Been a very strong performance for them,
fuck are you
really
doing
on
in
both sides
shotgun?
of the football. The turnover on down's the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Once again, it's Brooks. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
And 11 at the 18-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Brooks. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. This now a 3rd and 4.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
It's taken to the 26. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. I'd like to be those defensive coaches, though. That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Panthers, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, so we only had 1 turnover. That's good. Not 0. All right, total out 546 yards. Almost 200 rushing, 347 passing. I just want to remember that. Dude, I like spreading the ball around, man. That's fucking nice to see. All our starting receivers and tight end, man. That's nice. 0 sacks. Dude, this guy just can't fucking block us, man. All double digits. Oh, except for Baker. Never mind. That guy's a good guard. Alright, I want to see this fucking goal, man. It clearly says 450 total yards. Okay, 1 and 2. Thank you. Thank you. Because I swear to God I've seen that before and it hasn't gone through, but maybe I'm just too stubborn and can't realize how much I'm tripping. I don't even need to look at that. Okay. So we didn't give up any sacks. I don't know if, yeah, I think we got 2 rushing touchdowns. Let's just give it to the front office. Why not? Yeah, give it to me, buddy. The couch GM. Alright, it's good to sweep the Saints. Although, I feel like we should have... It shouldn't have been that close. I mean, you still won by 17. I just feel like we're not the best we can be. Alright, was there anything else I needed to look up? Let me just, I feel like I'm forgetting something here. Oh, we finally have the Bucks. Have we even faced the Falcons this year? What the fuck? Oh, what's this? So, new ability unlock. Where's the beef? Tier 1 scouting. I'm wondering what level we're on because I don't understand it. It says we're level 43. But this says unlocks at level 31. That little thing right there to the right. So yeah, so these are the only ones we have to, so we must be level 43. Huh. Ooh, how'd the Bucks do? Oh, they fucking won. Oh, dude, it's a big game. This Bucks game is huge. Quarterback battle. All eyes are on rivals Baker Mayfield and Lenore Stars as they face off this week. It's a big game. Tampa does not have anyone on the top 3. Look at the Cardinals, man. That Julian Saint kid really helped turn them around. So Green Bay at 2-8. That's a shock. Right now, Rams, we have their first round pick the next 2 years. They're 6-3. Seattle 1-9. Yeah, poor. Best record in the NFL, the Arizona fucking Cardinals. Seahawks, Jets, Steelers. Damn, bro. Holy shit. Oh, dude, they're gonna be quarterbacks are getting some fuckers fired. Vikings 4-5. Hopefully Bryce Young. How's he doing? Let's go take a look at him. Oh shit, we can track the awards now too. Sellers is up there. Coach of the Year, yep, Tomlin. Brooks is up there. Sellers, Brazel. Devin Lloyd, 2 times in a row, I think, Defensive Player of the Year. That's one thing we always struggle on, man. Oh, damn. Good for him, man. Finally fucking turning it around, apparently. Oh, damn. Wait, who's the other one? Freeling? Okay. D-line. Scorden. Wallace is up there. Ransom. Little. Okay. How the fuck is Bryce Young doing? Damn. See, that's gonna help him. 113 rating. Only 18 sacks so far. 67. But see, he's only got. Alright, so 2,100. 19 touchdowns. 18 sacks. Alright, so he's down on this list of yards. He's up on the damn fucking close to top. He's got Sellers has 10 picks. Close to the, oh my god, that's horrible. Dude, he would be tied for most if Goff didn't throw 5 just to us. Okay, that's kind of funny. Caleb Williams with 70 best completion percentage. That's fucking rigged. Bryce Young is up there at 67%. 113 rating for him. 102 for Sellers. Yep, he's leading the league in rating, man. 18 sacks. Who's got the most sacks? Okay. Where's Sellers at on this list? 16. Okay, that's not bad. Well, Debo had 2 against us. Oop. Scoring with only 8. No, good for Bryce. Alright, where do they have us picking? No, really? You think two running backs are going to go in the top 3? And we're going to take 2 running backs ourselves? No quarterbacks in the first round? Are you serious right now? All right. I guess. Monday night prime time. All right, that's gonna cover it. Oh, actually, let me look at this. All right, we got so first on offense. I like that, dude. It's hard. It's hard if you're shutting down the pass and the quarterback's running, man. It's hard to fucking really hammer down. All right, let's take a look at the Bucks depth chart real quick. I want to know like what kind of game should we plan on here. So I feel like we should. I mean, of course, we have to defend his passing. Irving's running. I'm almost wondering if we should bust out the. I think we should try it. Try the option playbook. I think we're gonna do it. Yeah, I may as well just go through this now. All right, so let's see here. Jonathan Brooks doesn't really need too much of a rest, so we'll keep that there. I always go with defensive playbooks here. So we definitely need this guy. I don't know how much it helps. And I think we need to do these two. Okay. Okay, so I think we want those. And you know what I think we should do? Maybe we should just. I think maybe we should do this guy and this guy. And should we do a running one? Just try and shut down. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do that. Running, passing. All right. All right. That's going to cover it for this one. Till next time.